the secrets of the social media through the social universe, and in many cases, you learn the secrets of the universe itself. Today, what we're learning is what feels like it's part of the universe and has been from the beginning of time, even though it's a relatively new development in modern society, is insurance. And how that applies to the actual application when you have an accident, what you should do. Now, you can bring your car to Jessie to work on there at Nessi's Auto for many, many different reasons. So when you do, let's get some contact information out there, and then let's kind of have a list of services that you provide. You don't have to wait for an accident. You can just call when you have something you need done for your car. So Jessie, tell us a little bit about your contact information, how people can get a hold of you.
I've had the same phone number for about 15 years. Very, very many people have it memorized. My phone number is 602-602-396-2882. 396-2882. And you can call me for any number of reasons. Whether you just want to talk about insurance, you want to consider, what kind of coverages you should carry. Although I don't sell insurance, I can definitely recommend, some good providers through the social network that he has.
Yeah, he's got his own trusted team. We're going to be talking about trusted team here in just a minute. Address. Give them out your address.
We're located, the actual address is 3420 North 27th Avenue. 3420 North 27th Avenue in Phoenix, Arizona, 85017 for those that love to do those Google Maps.
Absolutely.
We're located just between Indian School and Thomas, right north of Osborne. So on 27th Avenue, north of Osborne. You can always visit our website at nessisauto.com. Nessisauto.com.
No apostrophe, correct? Just Nessis.
Yeah, nessisauto.com. And there you'll see some of our pictures, some of our workers, some of the work that we've done. I'm not one of those people that likes to post every picture. Otherwise, there'd be a million of them in there. We do a lot of before and afters, and you can't really judge work by a picture. You have to be there in person. I can make a lesser paint job look like a fabulous paint job on a photo.
He has a couple of them with people jumping in the air. They're so excited.
I haven't taken that one of you yet.
There you go.
A lot of people call me, like I mentioned earlier, I've made a lot of friends with my customers, with my coworkers, business partners and stuff like that. So a lot of times I get the call like, hey, Jessie, do you know who does this? Or who can do that? Or any number of things that have to do with automotive. We specialize in insurance work, so we do collision repair, vandalism repair. We have a department that does vintage vehicles, restorations.
Talk about that a little bit. That's really cool.
I'm very proud of a lot of the stuff that we do in our restoration department. We have, done a lot of cars that have ended up going to Bear Jackson. They start as a, maybe barn find, a $10,000, $20,000 driver, and end up being a collector's item that brings, 100,000 plus at the auctions. We put great attention to detail to all of our custom work, all of our restorations. Whether you want to bring something back to exactly the way it was when it came out of the factory, or if you want to do some custom work, I love doing custom paint.
He really does. He actually begged my wife and I to on the hood of one of our cars. He said, "I will put ghost flames on there. I won't even charge you extra. I just want to have the opportunity to be able to put ghost flames on there." And it's my wife's car, so she's like, "I don't know. I'm not like a Hot Wheels type of girl," but he put them on there, very subtle. And now she does. She has named the car. She calls it her Hot Wheels.
Yeah. You know what? You'd be amazed what putting a little bit of custom anything, whether it's a little bit of custom paint or souping it up with some nice wheels, can do to a vehicle.
It's so true. It looks better than my Lexus, and it really does. So I'm wondering, do I put a custom custom Ghost Flames on my Lexus?
Not going to let you do that to the Lexus.
No,
we'll talk about a two-tone or something.
Yeah, different style. But the point is that she gets compliments all the time, and it's extremely professionally done, and again very subtle. So you can get as in your face with the flames as you want. You want to put that racing stripe and the big flames out there, or if you want to be really, really subtle, so she's actually kind of proud of it.
Yeah, I have a really good friend, also a customer, that I just did a Suburban for, and they own a bar here in the South Side, and he wanted something special for his wife. So the Suburban's brand new. I mean, this thing is beautiful, but it was just white. So we went in and did a tri-coat, a 3-stage pearl pink.
Wow.
And we did ghost flames, skulls. I mean,
wow.
It sounds like a lot. It sounds like a lot. You can see it on the website over at nessisauto.com. You can go ahead and take a look at it there. It is so subtle that you literally have to look for the flames, for the ghost work. And it's not 100% selfless, to be honest with you. It changes the conversation from, hey, nice car, to, whoa, who painted that?
Right.
And, that's where most of my customers come from referrals, like I mentioned earlier. And I take a lot of pride in making people happy. And, I will literally bend over backwards, even though my body doesn't let it anymore. But
He's a gymnast as well.
I will do whatever it takes to make customers happy, whether it's a collision repair or a custom paint job or a restoration. We don't do any upholstery, which I've been told I need to take on, but I don't know. I like to stick with what I know, and the upholstery is not a field.
You've got good referral partners for that. That's what, that's what they're all about. Your trusted team. We're going to talk about in just a moment. And also, I just wanted to share one other experience. There's so many wonderful experiences we've had with Jessie there at Nessi's Auto. But as an example, we took the car in, and it's a Lexus, and we figured, hey, you know what, the battery's a good battery, and we took it in for different reasons. When he was done with it, the battery was dead, and we're like, well, that's a relatively new battery, and he's like, I get it. And that was about all that was said. When we picked the car up, I had kind of scoped out where we were going to get a new battery and whatnot, and it already had a new battery in it. So those are just the things that he's very thoughtful. They're always watching out for you as the customer. Now, don't go in there, making up stuff and take advantage of our poor guy here. But
yeah, we don't replace every battery.
Yeah,
okay?
That's right. Don't say, hey, those tires were great when I put them in. Those whells look kind of chrome when I brought them in. So yeah, don't do that.
No, we definitely aim to please. Anything that we can do, we certainly do. For our customers, and I love to take pride in everything that we do, and remind customers that at Nessi's you do get better treatment than at the regular shop. And
absolutely true.
Thank you.
It's really true, and that kind of is the end all be all of the conversation we've been having. Is when you're out there and you don't know. Think about it. I'm going to deviate subject here for a little bit. We have another show that's going to be coming out in July. It's called Ageless Living, and I'm going to be having a co-host with Dr. Lee, who has dual degrees in Eastern medicine as well as Western medicine. And so it's going to be a great, lively conversation that we're going to be having. Should Angelina Jolie have done what she did, or whatever the conversation might be. But here's the reason why I'm deviating is that. If you really think about it, if you go to the doctor who just really makes all of his money off of recommending surgical changes to your body, or if you go to the doctor who makes all of his money through recommending pharmaceuticals for you, it's the fox guarding the hen house. And sometimes, and I'll be the one to say it because Jess is just too nice to say it, sometimes when you go to the recommended location by the insurance carrier, that they are built in such a way that the end all be all is that it makes the insurance the most money it can, and you don't get all of those little niceties. For example, if you didn't pay extra for it, we fought for 9 months because we had actually paid all the premium. for a particular service, and it took them 9 months to reimburse us for a premium for an upgrade for a car. Okay, so we drove the car, we went in to pay for it. They said, you know what, there's a dispute of whether or not that rental vehicle is paid. It took us 9 months to get reimbursed for that, even though we had paid the premium, because they wanted to say on the technicality that we wouldn't get reimbursed. You don't get that type of an experience with Jessie at Nessi's Auto. He takes care of you all the way through from start to finish. That's why you should be calling Jesse's Auto as opposed to just calling the recommended. Now, there's going to be many times, and this is why Jesse knows that he gets recommended. He's part of that network, so he does get recommended. But there's going to be times that you're being recommended to go to a different location. Always make sure that you carry Jesse's information down. So have us write down this phone number one more time. Jesse, tell us your information.
Is 602 396 2882. 602 396 2882.
Very good. So we're going to go to break. When we come back, we're going to talk about Trusted Team. We're going to talk about what Jesse at Nessi's Auto is doing to create his own Trusted Team, and how you might be able to get involved with his Trusted Team, and of course, if you are wanting to get involved with our Trusted Team here on the Social Universe, you're welcome to do that. But I'd recommend doing both. If you have anything that's remotely to do with business to consumer, then you want to be on Nessi's Auto Trusted Team. So don't go away. We'll be right back after the break. This is Kurt Wilhelm, the host of the Social Universe, here on World Talk Radio and Voice America, joined by Jesse from Nessi's Auto. We'll be right back.